Hi everyone, and happy Tuesday. This is Play Dead Live, Trade, Sell, and Equipped Gear. This is our second stream where we've addressed gear information. So I'm going to hang out, do a little bit of Q&A with you guys. You guys have some gaming questions. We may or may not leave this video up. If nobody does anything with inventory, which is okay, I just want to add an extra stream, then I'll just take it down and delete it because it's just going to be a little bit of extra stuff that we're doing. The real purpose of these videos, they weren't scripted or scheduled, is we had a lot of inventory over the last couple days. So I know we started doing on Saturday, a little bit more on Sunday, and then I think we kind of got to accomplish a few things yesterday. We finally got to sell some gear, and I've got everybody's inventory up until Wednesday. And if people want to sell some gear, consolidate, then that's what we'll spend the next few minutes doing. My hope is that it won't go the full hour. So if we have a few people that pop in and it only takes 10 or 15 minutes, that's all good. We can cancel early stream and just kind of move on. And hi all, quick check in before starting my shift up. Hey Bonnie, I gotta give you a nickname though. Not yet, but I'm thinking. I'm gonna come up with something. I'm gonna come up with something pretty vicious with all the gear you have. But thank you, Bonnie. Appreciate you checking in. Once again, it's very casual stream. We're just gonna be hanging out a little bit. Who knows? We might start talking gaming. We might start rapping. We might start singing. We might start doing anything. But I am so ready for Friday night, a little bit of PDL. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. Hey, Trigger, how you doing? Bonnie, two wrongs don't make a... Oh, come on, Ben. We can do better than that. I don't think I can say that every time she attacks somebody. And the Walker was attacked by Bonnie. Two wrongs don't make a right. No. We'll come up with better. J-Law the Wall. I do like that. I do like J-Law the Wall. I mean, what a tanking name. That is great. Trigger is in the house. Hey, Trigger. If you guys have not had a chance to check out our Facebook fan page and see some of the nicknames, get over there and check them out. Got some good ones. Tin Man, Tommy the Tank, Bones, Fireman Finney, Mini Finney. A lot of good options. Some people ask, like, how do I get a nickname? Just hang out and play. Hang out and play, and you'll probably do something in stream that will that'll stick. Like Fireman Finney. That was earned. Bonnie's a warrior. So as I said, we started early. Anyone have inventory question issues? Anyone need to sell? If you have not sold, if you've not consolidated, I can put your inventory up on the screen and we can go ahead and get started. We're just going to jump around to whoever shows up in the stream. If no one does, no big deal. And if you know that you don't have a lot of stuff, we don't need to go through it. I mean, if you've only got 5 or 6 items, I'm really looking for people that have accumulated, maybe 10, 15, 20 items. And, all right, let's start with Trigger. Trigger has a lot of items, so you guys will get to see a character has a pretty good setup, and we can figure out what she's going to use and what she's going to get rid of. And then maybe she sells some gear, and if she does, she will walk away with some dead dimes tonight. All right, so let's get Trigger's information up on the screen. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and enlarge about half of this, scroll it down. That way I don't have to cut and paste it. All right, real quick, you guys can see Trigger. All right, Angel, so let me pull up your list and then we're going to kind of walk through it. And looks like about 49 items. Now remember, the items last week were taken out of the inventory. So whatever you have equipped. And I'm just going to go through and make sure. All right, good. All right, hopefully you can see everything up on the screen. Those of you watching along with us, pay attention because you could be next. All right, so you want Julia Muse to have your warrior stuff? Okay. That works for me. So, is that going to be... Let's go through and figure out what you're going to trade. All right, I'll start from the top. So, Julia already has a gun. So, let's go through. I've got... Warrior bracers and warrior necklace. Ooh, man, misspelling there. Apologize for the misspellings, everybody. I know it's not a necklace, but we'll get everything up to speed for you guys very shortly. I'm going to scroll through some of these items so you can see where I'm at. All right, so you got warrior bracers and warrior necklace. Those look like your only two warrior items. And I've got, oh my God, I got Gabe making some serious demands to get in. Hold on, everybody. Let me check on this little guy. All right, I am back, and yeah, he's a happy cat now. Okay. All right, one thing at a time, Angel. All right, I'll get to the Ring of the Nine, everything, all of your items shortly. Ring of the Nine, if you remember, it has 9 charges, and every time you use it, it goes to Ring of 8, Ring of 7, Ring of 6, Ring of 5, Ring of 4, so on and so forth. So I had 3 charges each of different abilities, but it's something you definitely want to keep for now. So let's go through the items because I don't want to spend like 15, 20 minutes per item. What I want to do is kind of go through stuff that you want to liquidate, stuff that you don't think that you want, and stuff that you already have equipped. So you have the black bow, the Black Widow bow equipped. I'm going to pull the sheet that I have of you that already has your equipped items. Because I want to see what is gemmed and what is socketed and what's not. Okay, here we go. Good. That's what I was looking for. All right, so last week, all we did was you have a dual helm equipped. Oh, we didn't use a lot of your stuff, actually. Okay. And you have a riot vest. And we used a blue glyph, which gave you a little bit more health. So I think we kind of just pushed through. That's all we really did. But you picked up a decent amount of inventory since then. So let's do this, Angel. Before we start trading, thanks, Tiny Rick. Appreciate that super chat, my man. Before we start trading, let's go through and let's equip all the items that you can use. That makes the most sense. So you have plate armor +2. Now, the problem with the plate, you didn't, no. We did not equip the shadow dagger. And we're going to. Because you have about 20 additional items this week that you didn't have last week, and this doesn't include the weekend. So first of all, you didn't have the Black Widow bow last week, so we're going to equip the Black Widow bow. +2. I mean, that's a given. You do have a shotgun +1, and you have shotgun shells. You're one of the few people that actually has both. You have shotgun and shotgun shells. So, with a bow, you can equip a dagger and a gun. So you're going to kind of have to choose between the shotgun shells and the bow. Now, personally, since the bow has more than 5 shots, I'm going to equip the bow. But I wouldn't get rid of the shotgun. So I would equip the 9mm. And I'm looking at a knife that would make sense. The Reaper +1. Yeah, I think you should equip the 9mm and the Reaper +1. Because the Alpha Cane is not going to be something that you're going to be able to use with the bow. But the Alpha Cane is a good weapon. So that's something you could sell and do very well selling. Or if you had somebody in mind that does need a good weapon, that is going to be a good weapon. So I'm going to say weapons. Let's go pretty straightforward. Black Widow bow. 9mm. You're going to need some ammo for the 9mm. And then the Reaper +1. So now you've got long range. You've got the Reaper, which is short range. And then you got the gun, but you're still going to need to get some ammo. Exactly. And you can glyph those. So that's why you want to kind of have all of them. So even if you don't have the 9mm you can use, you still want it equipped so you can glyph it and get the bonus off of it. And then when you get weapons, well, that's extra. But just keep in mind, you're going to have a gun and you're not going to be able to shoot it. Now, you also have a shadow dagger +1. Actually, hold on. I want to double check this. I think the shadow dagger is better. I'm going to see which one has the higher ATT. The serpent is the best. Actually, the shadow dagger is +2. The shadow dagger is +2. So, Angel, my bad. We're going to equip the shadow dagger +2. And I would say the Reaper, you can probably get rid of the Reaper. And last week we equipped the Riot Vest. We equipped the shock bracers, the sniper necklace, we used one of your blue glyphs. We equipped the dual helm, Actually, you know what? Let's go back one more time. You have a Frosty Ice Shard pistol. And if you remember, you got that over the holidays. That is a pistol that fires, but it uses a water base instead of bullets. So I would use the Frosty Ice Shard pistol. It's going to fire a weapon just like a bullet, except it's going to be ice. And then you don't even need to worry about your 9mm. And we can still glyph it. So that's going to give you 2 9mm you can sell if you want. Clone Smoke, Green Glyphs, Shadow Dagger is +2. That we're going to equip. The Alpha Cane, don't need. You got a socket. Medic Necklace. All right, so here we go. So, sell both 9mm. All right, so Medic Necklace. To Kel. All right. All right, so we're going to sell both the 9mm. Blue Glyph we're going to use. Fire Resistance Cap. I'd say keep that for a rainy day or a fire day. You never know when you're going to need a little bit of fire resistance. All right, very good. Tank Page 1, we're going to give that to Fly Rod. Okay. All right, we're keeping the horse. We're keeping the mistletoe rocket boots. How about the plate armor +2? Is that something you'd like to transfer over to Fly Rod too? That's some good armor, and he's a tank. I don't know if he can equip it yet. We'll double check. But if he can't and he's close, that's certainly something. Or you can sell it. You can sell it, and it is a good piece of gear. So if you want to get the dimes and pick up something, sell it. If not, send it to Fly Rod. All right, so we'll take that. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. Poison Potion, keep. Powdered Sugar. You actually have a couple good items. You've got Powdered Sugar and you've got Stump Remover. There'll be some, you can do some things with those, so keep that in mind. All right, Ring of 9 you're going to equip. Your Riot Vest you already have equipped. Shock Bracers you have equipped. Shock Stick. It's a novelty. I mean, you know, it's just one of those things. You might be able to use it. It's not more powerful than what you're using. If you need the money, sell it. If you don't, keep it in case you need to stun somebody. Travel Voucher, Green Glyph, Onyx, Socket, Ruby, Sapphire. And I guess the next thing is probably the Reaper +1. All right, what are we giving to Heart? All right. So Heart of Nixie. Oh, she'll be creative with that. That scares me. Shock Stick to Heart of Nixie. Okay. All right, how about the Alpha Cane? +2. Actually, you know what? And I got crossed on these. The Alpha Cane is +1. The Dagger's +2. Alpha Cane is +1. My bad. Those of you that have Alpha Canes, you know. Sell the Alpha Cane or transfer the Alpha Cane. All right, we're going to keep that. All right, how about the Reaper +1? Yeah, that 9mm ammo is tough to come by right now, Ben. All right, well, Ben, you now have a Reaper. Very nice. All right, so the Reaper is going to Ben. Look at that. Now you have a weapon, sir. All right, so Angel, I'm going to recap. This is what you have equipped, okay? A dual helmet, mistletoe rocket boots, Ring of the Nine, riot vest, shock bracers, sniper necklace, Black Widow bow, shadow dagger, and a frost pistol. All of those things are equipped. The only thing you have modified is the riot vest has a blue glyph. Now you have a second blue glyph you can add to a piece of gear. You have a green glyph that you can add to get initiative, which would not be bad for a sniper to get first attack. And you have one socket and a few different types of gems. So we can start with the glyphs. You have two glyphs. Would you like to use the blue glyph for more health? And you also have a green glyph. And out of those pieces of weapons and armor I just mentioned, you can tell me, all right, use the blue on what piece of gear? You have a blue and a green. All right, so we use the blue. All right, good. And how about the green? Green on the frost pistol, maybe? All right, so we got the green glyph on the pistol. All right, I'm going to go back through your items. You have one socket, you have no topaz, but you do have 2 rubies. So you could use that socket on your helmet, or you could use it on your vest. Or you could use it on your shock bracers. Socket the vest. And do we want to put a ruby in the socket? You got an onyx. You got 2 rubies. You got a sapphire. All right, so let's put a ruby there. All right, you have 1 class journal. Now, according to this, you don't have the sniper page, but I think you got the sniper page this weekend, so this will update. All right, so I'm going to go through really quickly. You're selling two 9mm. And I think that's it. Because you gave away the Reaper, the Medic Necklace, the Tank Page 1, the Plate Armor, and the Shock Stick. So you traded 5 items and used glyphs. So the only thing I see is two 9mm. And you do have a shotgun and shotgun shells on hold, so I would certainly keep those. I mean, those shotgun shells are worth quite a bit right now. I will tell you. There's people that really, really want those. Now, I know you're selling a 9mm. Okay, I was going to make you an offer for them. See, a lot of people need those. All right, so the only thing we're selling are the 9mm. Is that correct? 2 of those? 5 shells. Jason. You can, Julia, if we go through your inventory. Oh, for the shotgun and the shells? Well, for the 2 9mm, I'll give you 100 dead dimes. For the shotgun and the shotgun shells, I'll give you 1,000 dead dimes. All right. Kel, 1,100 dead dimes. And we're adding a shotgun shells that are extremely, extremely scarce, and taking out a +1 shotgun and shotgun shells. 1,100 dead dimes. Let me scroll down again, because we went through most of it. I will have an updated inventory of all your new items. And really quick, I'll run through these. 9mm both sold. Alpha Cane. The Alpha Cane is +1, not +2. As I said, that was a typo. And you were keeping the Alpha Cane. Black Widow bow you have equipped. The blue glyph you just used. Class Journal, you need it. The dual helm is equipped. The frost resistant cap you're keeping. Frost bracers. You have the Frosty Ice Shard pistol you have equipped. The green glyph you just used. The horse, no problem with that. The medic necklace gave to Kel. Rocket boots you have equipped. Onyx you're keeping. Tiger you're keeping. That plate armor you gave to Fly Rod. Powdered sugar is an item. You're keeping that. The Reaper +1, you just gave that to Ben. Ring of 9 you have equipped. Riot Vest you have equipped. One of the rubies you just equipped. The Shadow Dagger is a +2, not a +1. I'll get that changed. You have that equipped. Shock Bracers you have equipped. Shock Stick you gave to Nixie. Shotgun and shotgun shells, you just sold for 1,000 dead dimes. Sniper necklace, you have that equipped. Socket, you just use. Stump remover is an item that can be combined. The tank page went to Fly Rod. The warrior bracers, warrior necklace went to Julia, and that is all of your inventory. So we are good to go. 1,100. We are moving on. All right. Who do we have next? Who is next on the list, everybody? We're about 30 minutes in. Big inventory. But we just picked up some shotgun shells that may show up in a future pack opening. Those of you that just got gear or got gear traded, we don't need to pull those items up. It's going to be assumed that the gear that you got that you needed will be equipped. The only thing we're not going to be able to do is glyph it and socket it. So Ben just got a weapon. That weapon is equipped. I'm not worried about that. We're not going to get to the minutia of every little detail because there is going to be some trading back and forth. If you got traded a better weapon from someone, you get the benefit. I know Ray's got some armor. I know Tommy's got a gun. Tommy's got a gun. You know, all of the above. Nixie just got a shock stick. Ron's wearing his military helmet. Anything that got traded to you is assumed to be equipped this week. Okay, who's next? Moonshot. All the items that you buy from us, is it going to be in the bank to buy Saturday or Sunday? Not necessarily. Some will be, some won't be. Some will be destroyed. Depends on the item, and it depends on what the general need is. Now, you can probably figure out that if I just paid somewhere in the neighborhood of 800 dead dimes for shotgun shells, you can probably assume that if shotgun shells do show up, that they're going to be pretty expensive. So those of you that are getting ammo, word to the wise. Now, doesn't mean that the next time if everybody starts selling shotgun shells, doesn't mean that I'm going to offer 800 dead dimes for it. It's supply and demand. So if Crawfish has shotgun shells, he says, hey, I'm selling 5, I may offer him 500. But that is the first purchase we bought back of shotgun shells. It is a very, very high demand item. So there you go. Okay, good job, Angel. Who do we have next? But I will tell you, with 1,000 dead dimes, Angel's going to be able to pick up some sockets, some gems, some things to sort of level set her gear. So it's not going to be just one or two, great items. With a little bit of money, you're going to be able to pick up some rubies. You're going to be able to pick up a few things that are going to be for sale. All right. Inventory. Who's next? And if you guys are fully equipped and we've already made an offer, we're good. I mean, we don't have to rush through anything. If we've only got a couple big players, I think we've made some huge strides. I mean, here's some of the dead dimes that we've sold, okay? Just over the last couple days with gear. And this is why I said we're making tremendous progress. Dead Dimes, just want to send some love. Gotta go. We'll be driving. Thank you, Dead Dimes. And I guess you just saw Angel Trigger Dimes just racked up with 1,100. Cardinal Crawfish. Not sure if I like this game yet. I'm thinking it may be Boarding Love. Nah, it's more like Bloodlust. Need more to survive. That's kind of... that's cryptic. That's cryptic. And then he just picked up a 10-pack. Crawfish just loaded up with a 4-pack and then a 10-pack for Saturday's event. If you guys don't know what's going down on Saturday, all Super Chats this week are pre-sales. I'm going to predict right now that we're probably going to go through more than 10 boxes on Saturday. Because remember, all of our streams all week long, the Super Chats for every stream that we do are going to add up. And I think, Kel, we're probably through a box already. Kel, do you have the, see if Kel has the ledger. What does that put us at for Saturday? And most of all, appreciate that, Crawfish. Your passion, your involvement. I was talking to a couple people about the game today, and your name popped up. And I mentioned you, I mentioned Ron, and I mentioned Will, and Moonshot as well. Players that are really, really, and this is not a knock on anybody else, so please don't take it. Tammy Dimes as well as another one. But these names kept popping up, the people that have played role-playing games in the past and just go right into the role. And what I'm asking you guys to do, not only, from the gear standpoint, but help support the new players. There might be some players that have gear that have never played a role-play, like Tommy, for example. Tommy the Tank. He's a tank, but, last week he ran to the back. It's like, we got to get him some gear, right? We got to get him some gear and get him to the front so Ray can stand beside him and Tommy can take the first hit and Ray as a warrior can take the second hit, as opposed to Ray running up front and a tank running to the back. That's where, people learning to play the class. J-Law, I think if you guys are looking for advice on how to play a tank, I really think J-Law the Wall, there you go. She knows it. So Kel has mentioned we've already sold 41 packs for Saturday. So I got a feeling it's going to be well over 300. It's probably going to be our biggest pack opening ever. It's going to be our biggest gear event ever because we're going to be equipping and selling. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of recap. It's going to be breakfast with kills. It's going to be brunch with kills. And it's probably going to be an evening dinner with kills. That's what the stream's going to be about. And we're not only going to finish the asylum, but we're going to transition to what's next. And a few of you are going to have a little bit of a head start. A head start on what's going to happen next. And I'm not going to tell you, but there are some items that I think you'll be able to use. I know Crawfish is selling a ton of gear on Saturday, so that's going to be fun to watch. And he's got a page now and then a couple more pages that haven't been added to inventory. So, as we're getting ready, let me read a couple things. So, as I told you guys, the gameplay was one aspect. Adding the items, and I've gotten a lot of creative items from you guys, and the pack openings, that's the second aspect. Accumulating the inventory and using the inventory is third. And this was really this was the one that I wanted to see how it was going to go down and how much time. And that is selling the inventory, converting it into dead dimes, and using those dead dimes to purchase other items. So I feel like the last 3 days have been a big success. Can get a little bit faster, but this is what we've done. We went through Trigger's inventory, 1,100 dead dimes. Tammy Dimes went through her inventory and traded items, 550 dead dimes. Amy Bones, 925 dead dimes. Ben, 175 dead dimes. Jason Phillips, Moonshot, 75 dead dimes. Will the Bill, 850 dead dimes. Tommy, 75. Ocean Man, 75. Father Ron, 225. Bonnie Wright, 500 dead dimes. So, this is how we've increased the economy right there. Now, in the future, are we going to take complete streams and exchange gear? No. We're going to have a limit on the amount of items per week that you're going to trade. So that's going to help speed it up as well. So you'll be able to pick maybe 1 or 2 items and trade those items and not just get them out to the masses. And what that's also going to prevent is going to prevent people from lining up and saying, hey, give me this, give me that, give me this. And you may not have even met that person yet. So I don't know the exact cap on it, but I am going to put a cap, and that way I'm going to put a cap in your ass. No, I'm going to put a cap in it and give you guys a chance. I'm going to say, look, you got 3 pieces of gear you can trade. Let me know what 3 pieces of gear. Send it over to me, and let's get it done. It's going to speed up gameplay. So more to come on that. Exactly. Okay, I know Crawfish has a lot of stuff. He's one of the big inventory holders right now. We're going to do his on Saturday and roll through those. And it'd probably make more sense because he'll have his second inventory by then. Give me a little bit more time to get your inventory done. Who else has not added, equipped, sold? Who else has like some gear? There's not a lot more people. We've got most of the big stuff out there, everybody. Let's get something up on the screen where people aren't like, what? Why am I looking at a blank screen for the last 15 minutes? All right. If we don't have anybody else, I'm okay with shutting this stream down and getting ready for our stream tonight. We're doing the best of Walking Dead scenes. We did one last week. Top 9. And tonight, we're going to add a few more to it. Once again, when you guys pop into a stream, we had a couple people. Bonnie said, hey, what's up? Tammy Dime said, hey, what's up? Appreciate you guys jumping in and contributing to the channel. You guys are phenomenal. Thank you for everything that you guys do. But once again, if you do make those contributions in $5 increments, they are going toward pack purchases all this week. And that's why I think that it's going to be a big deal. Anybody want to go over under 10 boxes? I think 10 is the most we've ever done. 300 packs. You guys think more or less than 10 by Saturday? It could be less. It could be less. But I feel like if we're going to stream for 6 or 7 hours, I think it's going to be a big event. And also some of the new items that are going to pop up. You guys saw a few of them last week. But there's also a couple other things that are going to be good items to transition you to the next phase. Well, Crawfish, I hope you're wrong. I hope we go with the over. Because I'm certainly going to have a lot of new items prepared for the group. So it could go under, but I'm hoping for the over. Because I'm going to put a lot of time into it next couple days. All right. Last call. I think everybody... we're good. Ron, we're going to start early. I'm going to start at 10 a.m. on Saturday. My goal is to be done before 4. So I'm going to tentatively say 10 to 4. If it runs a little bit over that, but I'll prepare what I can prepare. So if we do pack openings, they're going to be quicker pack openings. And I think we're going to have people jump in and jump out. All right, everybody. We're going to wind the stream down. Thanks to all of you guys for participating in the inventory events the last couple days. We're also going to spend a little bit of time Saturday just kind of recapping the asylum and some call-outs and some things that you guys liked about it. And also might even take a vote of some trading card moments. So once we finish the 3rd phase of the asylum, and I will give you the name of the next area that you're going to advance to, I'm also going to have this group vote on players or events or items, 3 of those that you most liked in the asylum, and we're going to forever make those into trading cards and do some raffles and some things to mail those out to people as well. All right, everybody. Thanks for attending. I will see everybody at 9:30 for a little bit of Walking Dead. See you guys in a little bit. Peace.